What's going on, everybody? Deacon here, and I'm about to do something real crazy for y'all in this video. My wife is about to ask me a bunch of random questions, and when I say random, they're completely random. Like, I don't even know what they are. So as you hear the questions, that's the first time I'm hearing the questions. So let's just hope this doesn't lead me to get into any trouble. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
I was in the 7th grade because I was going to Sugar Middle School, and it was when I was hooking school, and my friend came over to play Mortal Kombat, but you know, his mom called the house, and I told him, yeah, oh, he's not here, I think he left and went to school. But the police officer got on the phone and asked what I was doing home, told him where I lived, came over my house, and basically he took me to school. But it wasn't just the fact that he took me to school and dropped me off front, no. He took me to school, went inside with me, and while my class was going to lunch, they saw me being brought into the school by a police officer. So let's just say after that, I never hooked school again. Even when I was going to test college, I ain't hooked school. If I couldn't make it, it's because I literally couldn't make it. That was my most embarrassing moment.
Do you have any regrets in life?
Well, one, actually just one. It was a girl a while ago. I wish I would have never took that past this friendship, because I really never wanted to be anything more than that. It's just my other friends were in relationships, so I'm like, all right, well, why not try to get in one as well? But I should have just left that one alone. So then at least it could have ended on good terms, because it would have ended, but it would have ended on good terms.
Is there something that you want to change about yourself?
Now, there isn't. There isn't really anything I would change about myself. Maybe that I was 2 inches taller. I mean, I don't know if I had to say anything. But aside from that, no. Now, if you would have asked me that question 10 years ago, I probably would have had a different answer. But now, no.
What is your favorite quote?
I got too many of those. I would have to say my favorite one is what goes around comes around, because I've been a major stickler about that my entire life. That's why I've never cheated on girls, never cheated on my taxes. You know, I try to be as honest as I possibly can be to people and how I treat people, because I do believe what goes around comes around. So if you put out positive energy, you get positive energy. You put out negative energy, you're going to get negative energy in return.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I did this video already. That lets you know she don't watch my videos. 5 years from now, hopefully being a better husband, a better father, a better friend. You know, my wife could have things her way, I would be in a management position somewhere. And there she goes shaking her head too. I would be a manager somewhere, because she thinks I have good person skills and good management skills. And she's right, it's just I don't have a desire to be in a managerial position. I like being more of a technician than a manager.
What were you thinking about right before the first time you kissed me?
I hope my breath don't stink.
List 3 words that best describe me.
Beautiful, down to earth, very honest. Not brutally honest, but she's very honest. One thing I'll add about that very honest, she's one of the type of people you need to have in your life that they're not a yes man or woman. They'll tell you the truth. So if you acted a fool, they'll let you know. And if you start thinking you're highly of yourself, they're the ones that help bring you back down to earth, you know, bring you down a notch, because she's done that to me many times.
What song reminds you of me?
Actually, it's 2 songs by Music Soul Child from his On My Radio album. It's Someone, and the other song is called So Beautiful.
What is the best and worst gift that I've given you?
Okay, the best gift, I'm gonna cheat on this one. The best gift, my children, and the worst gift, my children. No, I'm playing. The worst gift that you've ever given me? That's hard, because when it comes to giving me gifts, you're pretty good.
I know.
Which one was that?
The green face watch that you returned and bought yourself another watch.
No, I kept the green face one. It was the blue face watch that you bought me that had no numbers on it that I returned and got another watch. One thing y'all will have to learn about me, I love to wear watches, but I hate wearing watches with no numbers on it. It gotta have numbers on it.
When did you realize you were in love with me?
It was 3 different times. It was the harbor, when you were about to cut me off, but it was the harbor. Yeah, you were about to cut me off. You said, and I quote,
I usually only date guys 3 to 6 months, and after that, I cut them off.
Those were your words, not mine. But it was at the harbor when we went to the mall for Valentine's. But then the main thing was that I knew like I was making the right decision. It wasn't only my birthday and how you surprised me with the whole birthday dinner. I'm like, oh, that's it, we gotta get married. But what did it for me was all of the backlash you were getting from your family about wanting to get married to me, and the fact that you had my back. Even though I didn't have a degree at the time, I was working at the mall at the time, and all I had was that blue neon. You still had my back regardless through all of that. So I'm like, yeah, that's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
What annoys you the most about me?
This is when you know you have a pretty good relationship where this is the only thing you could possibly think of. The only thing that annoys me that my wife does is that, you know, when you have something in the microwave and you cook it, she always takes her stuff out before the timer finishes and never resets the timer. So I always, when I put my food in there and I push to set the time, I'm like, why isn't it working? Because it still got like 5 seconds left on the microwave. Just hit the stop button.
Have you ever thought about someone else while having sex with me?
No. Now, I've thought of other things, but not of other people. Like, there's been times where it's like, oh man, I gotta get up in the morning. I shouldn't be doing this because I will be hurting tomorrow morning, but I don't care. But no, never anybody else.
Okay, that's it.
I survived, but it actually wasn't that bad. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. But that's all I have for you guys this week. So as always, be wise. And until I see you guys next time, have a great weekend. Outlandish it is. People like to do things that I just don't understand. For example,